I'm not usually home this time of day, but in a weekend, nice that I am. We are getting ready to go out and check elderberries. We know several places where there's quite a few, and need to go see if the birds have gotten them and if they're still continuing to ripen. Let me turn the phone around and show you what I miss every morning here. I miss sunrises like this. Just getting ready to get in my truck and thought I need to shoot this real quick. The corn's just about done. If it's not, it probably is. I think we probably got the last of it. Kim's got a bag over this one sunflower by the trellis right there. That's the grandkids' fairy garden. Got a couple more over there and still got that real tall one right out there, or two of them actually. But anyhow, I'm getting ready to head down to the house to pick her up so we can go check the elderberries. This is something I found earlier in the year. And look at all these that are ready. Time to jump in and start cutting.
Good morning, guys. I've been canning green beans, and I'm about to make some elderberry syrup. Perry and I went and harvested some elderberry, and Perry got them all stripped off and the green ones picked out and the stems picked out, so I'm ready to go. I actually froze them in a 2-cup amounts in a Ziploc bag, and all right, let's make some elderberry syrup. Okay, I think I've got everything I need over here for the elderberry syrup. So I want to start with 8 cups of water. And 2 cups of elderberry. And I like to just give it a quick little mash. You can just use a potato masher, whatever. And then we're gonna get this heat on, maybe about medium or a little more, and bring this up to a boil. No, we gotta add in our ingredients first. Okay, so I have here, you can add in whatever you want. You don't have to add anything. I just like to add a couple teaspoons of grated ginger, 2 or 3 cinnamon sticks, or a couple teaspoons of cinnamon, some couple teaspoons maybe a teaspoon and a half of cloves, whole cloves. You can use ground too, whatever you have. So we'll just get this stirred in, bring it up to a boil, and reduce it a little bit, and we'll cover it and let it simmer for about 40-45 minutes, and then we'll strain it out. Okay, we're up to a boil. So I'm going to turn the temperature down a little bit to where it's still going to simmer, not too low. But you want it just to simmer. And we're going to put a lid on it and set the timer for 40 minutes. Okay, so while that's simmering, I wanted to talk to you a little bit about how we took the berries off. This is the second year we've done it. I tried the first year freezing them. The first year I tried freezing them, and I used a pick like this. You can use a fork, and I did them, I froze them like the big clusters, and then when I pulled them out, I did it on a cookie sheet, and I pulled them out and then just combed the berries off. That worked pretty well, but once they start thawing out, I guess because you know how when you freeze a tomato, it bursts the skin, because what's in there, the moisture that's in there, swells up when it's frozen. And if it's still frozen, then you can comb them off, but you want to do it kind of quickly, because once they start thawing out, the juice starts coming out and it's kind of a mess. So I tried doing them fresh and it worked pretty well, and then I would pick out the green ones, and someone told me that if you put them in water, like a bowl of water, the green ones float. Well, not all of them do, but I found that fairly easy. A lot of them do float, but then some of the other ones float too. So, but that was a little bit easier to pick them out. So this year, Perry wanted to pick the green ones off before he combed them out. So he liked doing it that way. So just figure out the way you want to do it and do it that way. But you definitely don't want the green ones. You only want the really ripe ones. Once you get your berries, you definitely want to do something with them right away. So either put the clusters on a cookie sheet, put them in the freezer, or go ahead and comb them off, get them off. Get any stems off. You definitely want the stems out too. But make sure that you figure out you're either gonna go ahead and make syrup or you're gonna freeze them, because they go bad pretty fast. And I learned that from experience. So once you get them home, if you can't get to them that day, and you're definitely gonna get to them the next day, at least put them in the refrigerator. What I did with mine was, as Perry was getting them off, he was putting them in a 2-cup measuring cup, and once he got that full, I would take that cup and pour it into a Ziploc bag and froze them. Now I have quite a few 2-cup bags of elderberry in the freezer that I can pull out and make a batch whenever I need to. I ended up taking the lid off about halfway through because I need this to reduce by like half. So you might need to play with that, but also I wanted to tell you, please do your own research, and when you're making it, make it, you know, best for your family. But definitely do your own research. I've seen so many different recipes. Some people put in, they measure their liquid, what they end up with, and they add the same amount of honey. I'm gonna try and add half the honey. Okay, so once this timer goes off, I'm gonna let it cool. Once it's still warm enough, we'll strain it and add the honey, and I'll bring you back then. Okay, so when I went to strain the elderberries from the juice, I still had too much liquid, so I think I should have let it simmer with no lid. So I'm simmering it. I've been simmering it for about 20 more minutes. So you want it to reduce by like half. So however long it takes you to reduce it by half is what you need to do. So I'm thinking this might be good. I'm gonna go ahead and strain this. And see where we're at. But I'm gonna call it good. Okay, so I'm gonna let that cool until it's cool enough for me to put my finger in it, and then we'll add the honey. Okay, it has cooled to warm, and we're going to add our honey. Okay, we are at right just above 4 cups, so we're gonna add it until it reaches just above 6 cups. And then if it's not right, then we'll add some more. This is our honey we harvested this year. Okay. Stir that in and give it a taste. Oh yeah, that's plenty sweet enough. I decided to strain this one more time through a cheesecloth. Now we're just going to pour it into a jar. Put the rest of this in a bottle that we keep this full in the refrigerator for us to take it, and then I just keep it stored in the quart jar. So there you have it. We'll just keep this stored in the fridge. You know, it'll be good for months, but I'm sure we'll, the three of us using this, a tablespoon every day, and we'll use this up. And then I have more elderberry in the freezer to make some more when I need more. So y'all have a great day, and thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next video.